Welcome to your sunset safari of today. The sun is not really out. It may look that way, but it's actually not. It has been raining all day, so we're very lucky for this little gap, and of course, we are out and about getting ready to bumble with you all. Not only that, we are celebrating the Super Bowl. Yes, we are. First things first, my name is Lauren, and on camera, Darby! It's not a thumb today, it's a pom pom. Now, some of you will be watching and celebrating and enjoying the Super Bowl, and we've already admitted here at Wild Earth that we don't really know much about the Super Bowl. But that's okay. What we are going to do is link it to the wild, link it to nature out here. Of course, nature is not a game, but everybody has their role to play out here. So no matter what we spot, what we encounter on our Bumble today, we are going to try and link it back to sport, teamwork, agility, speed, all of these different things.
It looks like a purple roller to me. Sorry, just by the size. Turn around. I think it is a purple roller. That's it. Look at that white stripes running down from the beak. Oh, so beautiful. This is one of the larger roller species that we do have. It's actually the largest roller species that we do have here.
I'm up to one of my favorite things, and that is looking for dragonflies. I think we have a barbet percher perched so precariously on this stick, I think, that's sitting out of the dam. We always talk about hunting, who are the best predators, who are the fastest. Of course, we're relating everything to Super Bowl today. These guys win it for me. They have between 95 to 98% success rate. That's even high wild dogs. They fail a few times. Of course, everybody fails in life at something, but very rarely. These insects can literally swoop down and catch the smallest of insects like mosquitoes, gnats, or tiny little flies that are also flying at speed. 2 collisions in the air, speed on speed. And what the dragonfly does is actually use the 6 legs that you can see really nicely here and scoops up the prey almost like a basket, like it's carrying an American football. Literally. In its legs, traps the insect so it can no longer fly, but it's still alive. And then, of course, it will perch and begin to eat the small insect that it's just caught. Now, for me, that is really unbelievable. So if you're a mosquito, these guys are absolutely terrifying. To me, they're beautiful, but I'm not a mosquito. Dragonflies are actually able to not only fly really fast, they can reach speeds up to about 30 miles per hour. That's fast for a tiny insect. Look. A snake. I honestly drove past this and thought it was a stick or a piece of bark. Looks like a cobra to me. I love snakes, by the way. I love everything about them. It's hunting.
Hopefully you can spot him. There he is. And if we're lucky, he's going to come down and quench his thirst at the dam. And what has turned out to be a very, very warm afternoon here on Madikwe. And a hot afternoon means the animals need to come down to drink. And nothing drinks more than a bull elephant, although this doesn't look like a huge mature bull. This looks like a young bull, but he'll still be looking at putting away a good 100 and something litres of water in a sitting. And I wouldn't be surprised, on a hot afternoon like this, whether he is going to have a little bit of a dust bath, spray himself, whether he does that here or he may go and find a slightly more muddy area. But let's watch and find out. But incredible feat of speed. And remember, the elephants power walk. They don't run. They never lift more than one leg off the ground at any one time. So they're basically just walking incredibly fast. And a lot faster than we can go, that's for sure. Well, everybody, as we hoped, we have found our dogs. They just look as if they're finishing up a kill by the sounds of it. I can just hear some crunching of bones. Well, so we're going to have to enjoy this whilst we can, because the sun is going to disappear shortly. And then we won't be able to view them very well, unfortunately. Well, we won't be able to view them at all after dark, because we're not allowed to shine lights on dogs, because obviously that makes them very visible to their main threats, things like lions. Well, so we're going to have to enjoy this whilst we can, because the sun is going to disappear shortly. And then we won't be able to view them very well, unfortunately. Well, we won't be able to view them at all after dark, because we're not allowed to shine lights on dogs, because obviously that makes them very visible to their main threats, things like lions. Yeah, the one mucky pup, look at that. But it's a good way to cool off on a warm afternoon. But they're still milling around the edge of the dam here. It looks like they're going to disappear off into the bushes very, very shortly, but we're getting some long distance visuals of them as they're doing their little socializing and some ablutions by the look of it. And you can see them already beginning to gain speed. You can see far more fleet of foot.
We are so happy. The cheetah were hiding from us the whole morning, and now they have popped out in true cheetah style, showing off. Literally out in the open for us. How beautiful. How absolutely stunning. And they're awake because it's nice and cool. They're not hiding in a bush trying to hide from the sun. They're awake. They look like they could use a meal, so maybe we'll get lucky and see them actually moving. They would be the ones scoring all the touchdowns because they'd be running so fast on the edges that no one would be able to catch up with them and tackle them. Provided you've got a good person that can throw, you're sorted if you've got any cheetahs in the game with you.
It will most likely be a bum shot. Now I do see testicles. We have a male. Come on, look at us, you gorgeous thing. Is that Mowati? No, that can't possibly be Mowati. Wow, this is one relaxed leopard, let me tell you that. Yes, he's moving through the thicket, but this is not the ghost of Djuma that I used to know. What a perfect way to end Safari Super Bowl weekend at Wild Earth. My queens of the jungle. We discussed this last night during a fireside chat. For me, it's hyenas. Thank you everyone for jumping on board. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Good night for now.